but you're never gonna be me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try the chains, you can say no, free me. So he's been looking.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another edition of the Geek Gauntlet podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Mr. William D. Morgan. Guys, this is going to be a really big show. We got two special guests with us, as well as our normal crew. Going to do a review of the Batman movie, get into the implications of that. Maybe they found some Easter eggs, and then after that, we'll get into the regular part of the show, finish up with our topics. Then we're going to roll out for the night. First, let me bring on two of my guests. First guy I want to bring on, he is a Batman enthusiast. Let me bring my man Ken on. Ken, how you doing?
Good evening, Will. I'm doing really good. Thank you for having me again. Thank you.
Hey, good to have you back, my friend. Good to have you back. Next, let me bring this woman here. Let me tell y'all a little bit about Debbie. Debbie loves me to death. It's just true. She loved me to death. I love Debbie too. We've been besties for a minute. We brought girl Debbie from Geek News Now on. Debbie, how you doing?
Doing good. Finally got on your show.
There you go. Appreciate you having the time to make it tonight. Next up, and we'll keep it going with the ladies tonight. Let me bring on another GNN alum, Geek News Now alum. She is a writer for those guys. Let me bring on Kat Holler. Kat, how you doing?
Doing good, William. How about yourself?
Doing good. Can't complain. It's trying to make it, man. Ooh,
I hear you on that.
It's been a crazy
Welcome
week.
back, Ken. Yay, Debbie.
First time.
I apologize in advance for my shenanigans.
You good?
There might be a couple.
Yeah, if you've ever been on MCU Mondays or our Star Wars show.
Oh yeah, been there.
It's always making chaos over there.
Been there. Let me go to the chat real quick. KW, what's up, man? How you doing? Thank you for coming on tonight. Appreciate you. Let me bring in my girl Janae. Janae, what's up?
Nothing much, William.
My
Just
anime buddy
chilling.
Janae. my anime buddy Janae. Last is certainly not least, my co-host for over 2.5 years. Be doing this with me, stand by my side for the longest, and I appreciate that. Let me bring my man Shaw on. Shaw, what's up?
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing?
All right, let's go ahead and not waste any time. Let's go ahead and start with our Batman reactions. I know we got at least 3 people here that's seen it. Let me see what we'll start with first. We'll start with Debbie first. Debbie, what do you think about the movie?
I really enjoyed it. I mean, we're talking year 2 Batman, and he's more detective than he is actually Batman. I know there were some people that were complaining about that he wasn't actually the Bruce Wayne that we actually know in, previous movies. I was like, he's not to that point yet. This is year 2. So he's building up to that. He hasn't gotten there yet. He's really still trying to find himself as Bruce Wayne or as Batman. So, but I really liked it. I enjoyed it. It was a good detective psychological thriller. I enjoyed it. A little long. My bladder was not happy.
Oh no! Don't tell me that.
Oh my goodness. Let me go over to my man Ken and get his thoughts. Ken, what do you think? What did you think about the movie?
Well, William, I'm a little biased. I'm going to love every Batman movie, but this one really is different from all the rest. You're getting a lot of what we've gotten accustomed to in the comic books. I think what Debbie said about him being a detective is a great point. That's not something we've seen before. We saw a lot of the characterizations we'd seen. There's a different version of all these characters, but at the heart, you're seeing the traditional characters that you love. It was extremely well made. It's taken very seriously. It is a dark one, so it's not, the happy-go-lucky Batman maybe we've seen back in the 90s. And it's extremely long, but for a Batman fan, that's great. I like a 3-hour Batman movie. I'm hoping we get the 4-hour cut when it comes out on Blu-ray. So, I can't complain about the length there at all.
There we go.
But yes, overall, loved it. Loved every minute.
There we go.
You knew I was going to say that.
I knew it. But it's all good, man. It's all good. At least the opinion is an honest one, you know.
There you go.
And that's the important thing. Real quick, we got Kay in the chat. Kay, how you doing? KW is there. Man, did he changed his name. Anderson. Mr. Anderson.
See, I think Anderson, and I instantly think I go anime. I go to Anderson from Hellsing Abridged.
Yes.
And Hellsing. Yeah.
Yes.
Mainly Abridged because that one's just funnier. But.
Abridged was funny. It was funny. It was funnier. All right, I know someone here has a couple of critiques of the movie, so let me roll over to my man Shaw. Shaw, what did you think, man?
Yeah. See, if this was a week ago,
what's up, bro?
I just said, it was good. I enjoyed it. But since then, there's been a lot of stuff on the internet.
Uh-oh.
I got some opinions.
Trouble in Paradise. Uh-oh.
All right, so let's go character to character first, real quick. Okay, Jim Gordon.
Did you take down notes?
No, top of my head, but
okay. I thought I heard some paper in a notebook rattle or something. Okay, go ahead, man.
Hold on.
Jim Gordon did the role work.
He's got his detective notes out.
Yeah, he does.
Well, dude was miscast because I don't see him as being able to fight. Like Jim Gordon, year 2, can fight.
Yes,
right? There's a reason why Batman doesn't tell Jim Gordon about Batgirl because he knows that left hook was gonna hurt. You know.
Heck yeah.
Catwoman, good. Like I'm up for it. I do think, and I might get some hate for this, she didn't have enough sex appeal. She has sex appeal, but not to the level that Catwoman should have. Like Catwoman is the most, as far as sex appeal is concerned, Catwoman has like the highest, probably on the same level as Ivy, probably. In my opinion. I mean, I could be wrong.
I didn't think she was sexy like Michelle Pfeiffer's.
Exactly.
Michelle Pfeiffer was hot.
Penguin was great. I do think he didn't have enough charisma, but still, no complaints. Let's see. What's his face? This dude. Alfred, good. Okay. He did very well. He could have been a little more sassier, but definitely one of the best versions. Now, Batman.
What about? Oh, you're gonna skip the Riddler. Okay.
Oh yeah, the Riddler. Good sometimes, bad others. Like, when he's in the mask and everything, the breathing gets to you, but everything else is fine. But then without the mask, he's just no. Also, like psychology-wise, he didn't have the ego. He didn't have the predilection to having to leave riddles. He didn't have the whole thing of wanting to be the smartest person in the room. He was a little, in my opinion.
I had a hard time understanding Riddler a lot in the movie.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, don't get me wrong. The Riddler is a character that there is a lot of leeway because there's been a lot of versions. Nothing completely definitive. So, yeah, there's definitely ways open for there. Now, on to Batman.
Okay, go ahead.
Madison did a good job. I will admit that. The suit was actually really good. My only problem was he's still too skinny. Still too skinny.
Well, those are tough shoes to fill or boots to fill, right? Coming in after Ben Affleck because Ben Affleck got in shape. I think he worked out for like the better part of a year to get into that shape. So,
he did train for that role. That's true.
But Ben Affleck is also 6'4".
That's true.
That's true.
But compare him to Christian Bale, he doesn't look as small. But you're right. After Affleck, that looks pretty.
I mean, Bale did bulk up though. Like he was okay in Begins. He bulked up a little more in Dark Knight, and then in Rises he got like a lot more bulked up.
Yeah.
And consider the movies in between that he had to lose a lot of weight, then gain a lot of weight. That's saying something. Also, there's that theme song that kept was too repetitive. Sometimes it got to the point where it's like, stop, And
it gets stuck in your head too. I had that in my head all the way home. So yeah.
All in all, I did enjoy the movie. Probably could have been a little better here and there, but Yeah, I just don't think that. 'Cause I'm hearing a lot of people saying it's better than The Dark Knight. Disagree. I mean, give me 20 minutes and I'll shit on The Dark Knight the whole entire time, but still not better than The Dark Knight. And they saying that Ledger's performance, that the Riddler was better than the Joker from The Dark Knight. Which
No.
bullshit.
I don't think I should go there. No,
But
That
bullshit.
bullshit.
From the
Yeah.
clips I've seen, I wouldn't say better. I think the imagery that they used, though, when you had that conversation between the Riddler and Batman that was similar to that conversation you had with the Joker, right? Of what are you going to do? You can't save everybody. I think it was a little bit more intense than the scene from Dark Knight because you actually got to see almost that physical barrier there. So that physical barrier, because like a representation of his struggle, especially at this point, because, and mind you, I haven't seen the whole thing yet. I've just, I don't mind spoilers on the internet. So I'm like, oh, what y'all got to say? What you got to say about Hot Topic Batman? But with that, it was very much, it's my understanding he's more like teenage, like 20-something Bruce Wayne rather than like, I'm a billionaire playboy Bruce Wayne, right?
Yeah, very true.
Yeah.
Year two, so it's like, yeah.
I think the reason that it has a good impact, and for some people may have been more of an impact than the similar scene with him and Heath Ledger's Joker, is because of the age, and there's that emotional maturity that this particular version of Batman is lacking to keep him from being able to not lose that cool. And I think having that glass in between was part of a representation of that. Of, at that point, he still could have been pushed past that point to just throttle the Joker. I mean, the Riddler. Sorry.
I knew what you
How
meant.
many jokesters in there? So I get where maybe the performances were compared, but I mean, these are two totally different characters. So you're not going to have the same kind of impact.
Right.
I mean, I think they would be a fool to ever try and bring the Joker back after Heath Ledger, which means they'll probably do it here in a couple of years.
Well, it's teased at the end. It's teased at the end.
Yeah, but I see similarities. I don't necessarily think one is better than the other. I do think there are better representations and more emotional impact that you're seeing than what you saw with Dark Knight. And that could have just been Christian Bale.
Right.
No, very good point. I would agree. It's hard to compare those two because they're very different situations. And I guess we're keeping spoilers to a minimum. Is that right? Well,
No, feel free.
I know everybody's seen it. But,
Go for it. Go for it. It's been a week. Go for it.
well, the scene that Kat's referring to, that's towards the end of the movie. And so it is a very different focus by that point. And Pattinson does come across as kind of this angry 20-something, even though I think he's in his mid-30s. But he has that kind of emo, young person's kind of angst that he's carrying with him. He uses that towards the violence that he brings out. But for the most part, he is kind of standing around like he's not sure of himself, kind of like a young person would be. And his Bruce Wayne is just basically Batman without the costume. He's kind of standing there looking around, being that detective, and not playing it the Bruce Wayne we've seen before. So it's quite a different way to go with this version.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Speaking of which, there actually was a little bit of a controversy that I'll talk about real quick. There was a article of some sort talking about how Zoe Kravitz had been up for the Catwoman role and was told she was too urban. Well, she actually clarified that that's not actually what happened. She wasn't up for Catwoman. She was up for a different role. If you could put up that picture real quick, picture number 21, please. Yeah. So if you read this, she was actually up for a small role. She kind of understood it was different back then. It wasn't Nolan. It was like a producer or something. So yeah, just to clarify, because everybody's assuming it was for Catwoman.
Oh, do that.
Yeah.
Anybody else had any more thoughts on the movie? Like, where do we go from here? Do you think a sequel will come out?
I mean, I'm just glad we didn't rehash Dead Parents. For the record, I do win Cards Against Humanity the most often when I pair what is Batman's greatest weakness with Dead Parents. You know.
Facts.
Well, that's true. It's his second year, so we did not start off the movie with the traditional origin that we've seen quite a few times.
And I can respect that. I mean, you and I have talked about some of the other Batman movies the last time you were on. And, you know, my annoyance with Batman is the fact that, every single, like, okay, y'all, it's been like 60 years now. We know his parents are dead. Like, we don't need to start with that. If you're watching Batman now and you don't know that.
Facebook user, did you click on the link above that so we can know who you are, my friend?
But
I will say this, though. The irony is they've kind of changed things as far as who the Waynes were. And a part of me kind of wanted to see how the origin went down because they changed some of the background. So in this case, Thomas Wayne is running for mayor, and it's all kind of a political battle between organized crime and his attempts at being mayor. And we really didn't get to see what actually happened. So funny enough, it would have been nice to see what happened in that murder, but we never got it because I guess it'd been done so many times.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if they do a second movie, they could always do like memories or something. So
I'll do a flashback. There you go.
Yeah, they might do a whole dual trail thing.
Could they do one where they show us if he was actually watching Space Jam? Was that actually the movie they were leaving?
Let me ask you guys this.
The old fancy dress for Space Jam.
That's what it
Red
was.
carpet event.
Let me ask you guys this. Coming up, what do you guys think the importance of Robin could be?
Way too early.
Well, I can say that Batman is very lonely in this movie. Not in that way, but he has no family. No one there. Everywhere he goes, he's like this cast out person who has no connection to anybody. So he needs a sidekick of some sort. If it's not Robin, it needs to be Batgirl. It needs to be somebody because he's really all by himself. Alfred doesn't even seem like he has a whole lot to do with Batman's day-to-day activity. So he needs somebody.
I feel you on that, KW. I feel you on that.
In this point, is it possibly because he really doesn't? I mean, let's face it, this is early Batman.
Mm-hmm.
We kind of already touched on the young teenage angst, which makes him Hot Topic Batman.
Okay.
I've seen nothing that's changed my mind from that so far. And it
love the way you said that.
Hot Topic
Batman. There you go.
So maybe this is kind of that point where Alfred's really kind of trying to figure it out. And maybe that all comes together if they do a follow-up film with this Batman, where they bring Robin in. And that gives Alfred more of a place. It gives Robin a place. Maybe they'll bring in Batgirl at that point in a way that maybe makes sense. Because I just don't like when they force it. Like when they brought in Alicia Silverstone, like her character really didn't mesh that well, other than bat nipples. But
hey. Y'all get that started on Twitter. # bat nipples.
Hashtag bat nipples. I'm taking it back.
But I will say that Alfred is kind of thinking, hey, this is just maybe something he has to get out of his system. Maybe it's something he's going to eventually get over. So I don't think Alfred at this point thinks, hey, we're going to be doing this 20 years from now. You know, I don't think he's realizing that. So, yeah, I don't think Alfred's there yet either. Yeah.
Like Alfred's like, you know, let the kid go be on Ninja Warrior. Like, this will be good for him. Let him get out of his system.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's going to be something they'll have to explore going forward, along with everything else. Yeah, because it looks like they're going to make another one for sure. This one made a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
What is you guys' because I know 3 of you've seen it. What's your expectations of the next one, Debbie? What's your expectations of the next Batman movie?
I guess just a little bit of growth. I don't want to have him be wham bam, thank you, ma'am. He's Batman, and he's, I want to see him grow into this role. Like Kat said, he's kind of like emo Batman right now. So hot topic Batman.
Yep.
And he hasn't figured himself out. So I would like to see him gradually grow into this part as Bruce and as Batman. So I'd like to see it keep being dirty and gritty, dark.
Yes.
Because that's what I like in my Batman.
Yeah. Well, I'll piggyback right on there, Debbie. I agree. He needs to be the Bruce Wayne that we know. I think we got some of the Batman we know, but yeah, he's still lost as to who Bruce Wayne is. All he knows is I've got to get this out of my system. I think they said it best in the Nolan films and said there's theatricality. So he almost has to be an actor and play the part of Bruce Wayne, and we haven't seen that. So hopefully that's something they can move on to in the next one.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be great.
What's your expectation for the next one, Shaw?
I kind of think they might do something with Joe Chill. Like, I remember this story a long time ago where Batman has to work with Joe Chill without Joe knowing that he's Bruce Wayne, and eventually it ending up in Joe Chill's death and this whole thing. Like, maybe that. And they also teased the Joker at the end, so that'll probably happen too. So yeah, we'll see.
Oh yeah.
I think oh shoot. Wow, that just went right out my brain. Who's the director for this one?
Matt Reeves.
Reeves. I think Reeves said no Joker.
Well, it was teased, so
wow.
It was teased, but yeah, he pretty much said no Joker.
I wonder why.
Yeah.
Maybe for a third one, maybe he's going to continue to tease it. Kind of like they did with Thanos, just at the end of each movie, a little bit more, and then we'll get a full Joker Batman movie in a few years after.
Or maybe Reeves has decided that, the Joker's been done as much as dead parents.
Or that could be it, right?
Yeah.
We'll do the long Halloween, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get some Dr. Freeze.
Yeah. Mr. Freeze.
Cool. Dr. Victor
Dr.
Freeze.
Freeze.
There you go.
Yeah. Mr. Freeze. Yep.
Give us a legit Poison Ivy.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't
Don't
care
do
if
your girl like that. Don't do your girl like that. Come on now.
Here's the thing. I loved campy Uma Thurman as Poison Ivy, but the story sucked.
It did.
Most definitely.
Maybe
the
that
right.
was for children. This one is definitely not on the level of a kid's movie. This is pretty dark. I think most kids wouldn't really be able to enjoy something because it's this dark. Yeah.
Yeah, my son was telling me he went to go see it. My oldest boy, Hunter, he went to go see it. And I was going to take my little ones, and he told me, nope, don't do it. I said, okay.
She did the
Those are nightmares you're dealing with.
He told me don't do it. So I said, okay, I ain't going to do it. But I was sort of kind of concerned over him taking that role because I didn't think he was going to be Batman enough. And I'm sort of kind of and I'm sort of kind of shocked to hear that he was Batman enough, but he wasn't Bruce Wayne enough.
It's not that he wasn't Bruce Wayne.
He wasn't Bruce Wayne at all.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Bruce Wayne wasn't in the movie.
It's too early to see the actual Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
That we know. Okay.
Right.
Exactly.
Okay.
But I will say he's not the intimidating Batman per se. That he's not. He's not somebody who really scares you once you get to see him. I think he was using the shadows a lot. Once you get up close to him, he really is not as intimidating as, say, Ben Affleck's version was. Yeah.
That's interesting.
I just think that he's 6 inches shorter. That makes a difference. I mean,
you can put some elevation in those big boots.
He's got
in those boots.
I don't know, but yeah.
Something.
If they can make Tom Cruise look tall, they can make him look tall.
Yes.
There you go.
He was like 5'8" or something like that.
There you go. He's that short?
Tom Cruise, yeah.
Well,
he's
but
probably
again,
at least
5'6".
4 or 5 shorter. Yeah.
I was gonna say. I think he's like 5'11", 6 foot.
He
But
needs
Ben
to
Affleck
have
is
maybe a little
No,
bit.
he's definitely lower than that.
No,
He's like at least 5'8".
Okay. so
Tom
he's a little
Cruise. Last time I checked, I thought he said 5'6" because I'm taller than him. So
shorter. Yeah, Tom Cruise. Is
Wow.
And Nicole Kidman is like 5'11".
yes.
Thank you for the follow. I'm not going to even go try to Muga X. There we go. Thank you for the follow, my friend. Appreciate you. I did not want to butcher that name.
I'll risk it. They'll correct us and give us.
Thank you for the follow, my friend. We appreciate you. But so it filled the hype. Is DC starting to shred its image of not being able to put out a good movie?
DC's always been able to do Batman.
I mean, what was the big movie?
That's the bread and butter.
Was Joker with Joaquin Phoenix, and I think that was extremely successful too. So I think the idea is to just have different versions of these characters and not try and combine them all. That these characters benefit from different versions and iterations. So I think they're realizing that. I think they're not trying to do a combined universe anymore. So. It's
Andrew from GNN. Hey, Andrew, appreciate you following along, bro. Appreciate that. Did not want to screw up that Twitch name. Man, I haven't seen it yet. I'll probably go next week and see it by myself. I'm off on Wednesday, so I probably won't see it. So yeah, Janae, Kat, you haven't seen it either?
I haven't. Unfortunately, okay. I was running around at Comic-Cons and everything else this past week. But I've never been of the opinion that I won't see it. I just wasn't like I got to be out there opening weekend.
Right.
You know, I wasn't sure how much glitter I was going to get with my Batman this go round.
Right.
And
Let me move on. Let me move on to my son, Hunter. Hunter Adam, how you doing, man? You're on mute, son.
Wow.
There
you go.
I was muted. Wow, that was a fail. Anyway, hi, how's everybody doing?
great.
All right, you saw Batman. What were your thoughts on it?
Man, I thought it was a great film. It's probably one of the better DC films. I enjoyed it way more than anything they put out. More so than Justice League, I guess, just because I was still kind of lost on Justice League. I'm like, okay, they're all here, but it's like there was no agency for anyone to really be there other than Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman. Flash was just kind of a tag along, and Cyborg didn't want to be there anyway. So what was the point?
Well, that's because he knew he wasn't getting his own movie because he doesn't know what he's doing.
Exactly.
Can't keep his mouth shut, man.
Yep.
You don't spill the beans until you've had your own movie and got the bag. Once you get the bag and you get your own movie, then you spill the beans, man.
Yeah, you don't mess with the church's money, and he learned that the hard way.
Exactly. Exactly. Jeez, man.
Yeah, I really enjoyed Robert Pattinson as Batman. I didn't think I would at first, but when it comes to his other roles, like a lot of people like to give him flack for Twilight, and I'm like, no, he's a much better actor than Twilight. He just saw easy money and caught the bag. I don't blame him, because anybody that was going to go see Twilight it was easy for him.
Maybe Ray Fisher should talk to him.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I enjoyed. I was a little torn on Catwoman in this movie. There were some points I really liked Catwoman, and there were some points I didn't. I was like, okay, but this also feels kind of scummy, manipulative. The way you're dragging him into your mess, because he was going to end up solving your mess anyway. So why are you manipulating him into solving it anyway? Because that's how the movie shaped up to be in the end anyway. She got what she wanted, even though it was a really roundabout way. She got what she needed. And I don't really like the way how they kind of turned Batman into Superman at the end of it. It's like, so you're telling Batman to be the hope for Gotham City instead of the justice it needs. So you're turning the Bat into Superman. Okay, whatever. That's fine.
No, that don't work for me either.
Yeah, but I mean, it shows that he had to be more. He had to be a better person for Gotham City to heal, because you can't just take all that anger and give it to other people, because that cycle of anger just never lets up. And that's what happened with the Riddler, I feel, being as angry as he did towards Bruce Wayne and the Wayne family and the Renewal Project anyway, because it was Batman looking in on himself. But if he had became a villain, instead of putting that anger somewhere, that even though it was misplaced at first, it was still a force for good.
Did Batman kill anybody in this movie?
No,
I don't think so.
Okay.
No, but he made you wish you were. I always say this There's either a Batman that kills you or a Batman that makes you wish you were dead because your medical bills will never be paid.
I will say there's a car chase on the freeway, and
oh yeah, everybody died in that chase. I forgot everybody died in that. Yeah.
There may have been some people.
Oh yeah, I know. He killed in the comic book. KW, we all know that he killed in the comic. Yeah. He actually killed in the comic. We know that.
Yeah, and plus, especially with this being a year 2 Batman, we know he killed.
Yeah.
Yeah, this car chase was pretty rough, but otherwise he tries his best not to in this version. Yeah.
Yeah, and I did get some of the content from the prequel
movie-wise, my bad,
novel to the movie, and it says that he built that Batmobile with his own 2 hands in this movie. So you're not seeing him buying a souped-up car. He literally just like bought all the parts and retrofitted everything to make the car the best possible version of what it already was.
That's like the definition of too fast, too frustrated, right there.
Yeah, it really was. Dom would have considered Bruce family at the end of this movie.
Oh yeah. He actually killed it everywhere. He killed him. He killed in movies too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then the only reason he didn't carry guns in this one is because after his first year going around carrying guns, he realized, oh yeah, not having guns makes me less likely to be shot at.
That could be it.
Oh, I thought it was because ammo was expensive, but then again, he's a Wayne.
So it wouldn't matter to him.
That's true.
Wouldn't matter to him.
Hey, I mean, he can afford gas, so
there you go.
Something we can't do.
Something we can't do right now. Man, look, I've seen $7. I seen $7 a gallon in California.
Man, it's $11. It's $11. It's 11 USD in China. So I mean,
but overseas, that's not as uncommon.
Yeah, but
we can have a whole conversation about like how much Europe has paid for gas for years compared to what we are, and we should not be complaining.
Yeah, that's very true.
And I mean, look at how many things we pay more than that for a gallon for. I mean, a gallon of milk is actually, I think right now it's actually less than gas.
$6.30 a gallon.
Jeez. But yeah, so I really thought the Batman was a good movie. Colin Farrell was a good choice for Penguin. He's supposed to be getting a spin-off series on HBO Max, and I want to see how he fills in that power vacuum that's left after Falcone is basically just like dethroned in Gotham. I want to see what he does there, and I want to see how any other villains would fit in to this, this more grim, dark version of Gotham City, because it feels like it should have been this the whole time in other movies. It's just they wanted to focus on Batman being the guy that just went in and beat up the criminal rather than have to deal with anything or any like plot development or any character growth on him or the villains, because Batman was always very one note in those other films. So we'll have a chance to see him grow throughout the spin-off series. And they're talking about making this a trilogy, so we have 2 more films to go. So I think I gave it a 4 out of 5, so I'll take it.
Ken, what's your rating for it?
I think I said before I'm biased. I have to give it a 5 out of 5. I just loved it from top to bottom. I mean, that's a great point about the Penguin. I think they started his story, and there's a lot more to tell. But yeah, he's really tall. He's not the short, round Penguin we're used to,
Yeah.
And Colin Farrell wears that makeup extremely well. He did a great job.
You couldn't even tell it was him, honestly. I mean, he just disappeared there, and that was great.
Not even his voice. You can't catch a hint of Colin Farrell at all. So I still think it was great, though. Well, I'm going to say 5 out of 5.
Debbie, what do you rate it?
I rated it highly. I only knocked it off. It would be a 5 out of 5 for me if the score didn't feel like the inverted version of the Nolan films. The score felt kind of derivative because it's like, okay, one note sounds exactly the same as the Nolan score, but played backwards. I'm like, okay, whatever.
So is the theme just as annoying as the first Wonder Woman theme?
Oh, interesting comparison. I don't know. I
didn't think it was annoying. I like the theme and the soundtrack.
It just gets too repetitive at times.
I like the I like the piano version, the piano lead into Something in the Way. I liked that. That was a really cool touch. And then you can see the Batman. You can go or listen to the Batman theme on YouTube. And yeah, the Batman theme was really good. It felt like he was the Michael Myers to all the villains of Gotham.
All right.
What was your rating for it, Davey?
I'd probably give it a 4.5.
4.5 out of 5. Okay.
I'm a huge Dark Knight fan, and I even had to rewatch it this weekend. So.
Dang, you went twice.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot though. You got the hookup at the movie theater where you live, so I forgot.
Yeah, I thought about going to see it. I thought about going to see it the second time.
You got the hookup.
You weren't the only one.
Hey, but what did you take the 0.5 off for?
Because I compare it to The Dark Knight.
Okay.
That's
That's your base.
That's my base.
Yeah,
Okay.
see, as somebody who didn't really like The Dark Knight like that to begin with, I was like, I felt that was more of I felt like the Nolan films were more like Joker oriented anyway, and then when the Joker bowed out for the last one, I was like, yeah, okay, I'm done. I really just didn't like the Joker stole too much of the show for me.
Interesting.
Now Debbie was saying that there's not going to be a Joker in the other ones. If
They
there's not going to be
they alluded to it at the end, and if he's not there, if he's there, I would love for him to already be locked up in Arkham during this trilogy, because he's dealing with villains that are more messed up than him, and Joker is just the baseline. So he's going to be the insight as to what these other villains are going to do. And the Joker won't have a large role in these movies, but he'll be the guy behind the glass. And I think that would be a cool role for the Joker to have.
He'll be running things from behind.
Yeah, because at the end of the trilogy, you realize it's the Joker all along that's been pulling all these strings, and it's the real big bad at the end.
I
I
was
think
gonna
that was a good reveal.
He could be biding his time and then appear in a full movie later. Yeah.
Yep.
Man, I'm about to definitely go see this week. Definitely got to go. Anybody else got any more thoughts on the Batman movie before we move on? If there is nothing,
I mean,
else
I can just sit there and keep poking fun at the love child of Oswald Cobblepot, but I mean,
yeah, we could.
I was sort of kind of shocked when you guys said Catwoman didn't look as good as Michelle Pfeiffer. Was she at least on par with Halle Berry back in the day?
No, she looked good, but she didn't come off with that sex appeal.
Yeah, the sex appeal.
Well, it depends on what you're looking for. I mean, if you're looking for a rough and tumble chick that just happened to stumble into the makeup and look good, like when she woke up the next morning, then yeah, okay, she fits that mold. But personality-wise and attitude-wise, I didn't like her just because she was more self-serving than past Catwomans. I mean, Catwoman was always doing her thing, but she always it was always to her end and to Bruce's end if she felt like helping out, Because if it helps her get away with a crime, she was always on board to help Bruce. Yeah. But this one, she just felt like she was using him, in my opinion.
But think about it, though. If
she was closer to year one Catwoman.
If you're dealing with a younger Bruce Wayne, you're also dealing with a younger Catwoman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So this is like that. This is like that high school play games garbage.
Yeah, and I guess I just didn't like that.
Oh, I'm going to do this all for me, and I'm going to manipulate him. When she starts to kind of realize later on that, well, maybe she didn't need as much manipulation of him to get her outcome. But in these early days, it's like bragging rights.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I was used to seeing them older. I've never really seen them do these two characters from a younger perspective like this, because I've always liked the will they won't they of the older Bruce and Catwoman. So,
if you watch Gotham, you see a little bit more of that self-serving Selina as a street kid.
Yeah. I really like Gotham.
Sounds like that natural evolution from the young Selina we saw in Gotham into the Catwoman that we knew, whether it was Eartha Kitt, Michelle Pfeiffer, Halle Berry. I didn't see the one with what's her name that was super, goody two shoesy. That I'm like, how are you?
Anne Hathaway.
Yeah, her.
I thought she did pretty good.
So
I think the Gotham is a good comparison, Kat. I'm gonna agree with you there. This is a much younger Selina. It also helps that she's about a foot shorter than Pattinson, so it is going to be some growth on all these characters.
And I can't, and I guess we can say that. I guess I can say the same thing for Alfred, because you watched the. I don't know if anyone watched Pennyworth or not, but it felt like that this Alfred was that Alfred, but aged up quite a bit.
Well, there you go. He's got a lot of work to do as well. So this was a good beginning, but they can go a lot further in the next one.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Hope to see that. Hope to see that they take this as far as they could take it. All right. That's gonna conclude our review of the Batman movie. If you guys want to stick around, feel free. If you need to roll out as we move on with the show, that's fine too. I want to thank Ken, Debbie, Hunter for being here. Appreciate you three coming on.
All right, peace,
Very
guys.
much.
All right, now.
Happy to stick around. Are we going to talk Obi-Wan at all?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Okay, never mind. I'm here for Star
Oh
Wars.
yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. We gonna do that. Oh,
I'm
most def.
ready. I'm ready.
Most def. Okay. Most def. All right. Well, let's go ahead and Shaw, go ahead and take over the rundown, man.
All right, let's move on to the TV shows this week. First up, real quick, Supergirl and Lois. Some stuff happened. Bizarro died, which is unfortunate. And yeah, a lot of stuff happened. If y'all seen it, what you think?
Wait, this is Superman and Lois, right?
Yeah, Superman and Lois. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm still not. No,
Not watching.
I have to wait till it comes on Netflix.
You know,
I
my
can't
thing-
do that drama and the kryptonite meth.
You know, kryptonite meth.
Oh, there was a lot of
Huh.
huffing the kryptonite meth during this one with
Oh, yeah.
what's his
Yeah.
face. So.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And it was a shame that Bizarro died because I wanted to see him taken out a little bit further than what he was. It's just a shame that he died.
But I'm glad like he protected Superman and his brother.
Mhm.
He could have just left,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but he's like, no, I'm gonna step in and help these guys in this world as much as I can. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was good to see. But you know, you could have took that character so much further than what you did. But yeah, I'm sort of kind of. I don't know what I'm about to say. I'm gonna get some hate for. I'm getting tired of Lois, man. I'm getting tired of her.
Yeah, she did have her moment today.
Yeah, I'm getting just tired of her, man. I mean,
Is it the drama with her family, the dad
Yeah.
and the sister?
yeah, and it's how she handles it that makes me upset. I'm she's getting aggravating and stuff. She's not yet to Iris level, and we're gonna get to Iris in a minute.
Uh-oh.
She's not.
She's gonna get there.
She's not the Iris level yet, but she's getting there on me. She's getting there. Oh my goodness, man. Oh,
I think it's just the actress because like I loved the show Grimm and she was on it, but when they started putting her in more, like her character would irritate me.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the things that she would say and do, I'm like, I know this is the writing, but like the way her face is, and she just seems pissed off at the whole world.
I'm still trying to figure, and I'm gonna get some heat for this too. I'm still trying to figure out how him and Lois ever fell for each other in the first place. I mean, if it was me, I really went for Wonder Woman. But that's just me.
To Janae's point, I was about to say the same thing, that I think it's the actress. That after like so many episodes, like she's been in a couple other things too.
Yeah.
Like you hit like the certain episode number, and she becomes that a really annoying like girlfriend in like a escort quest you have to deal with in a video game. You're like,
Oh my god, yes.
Yeah. So like it's like she has a number episode cap, and you're just like, oh, you know what? I'm sorry, mission failed. Game over. My bad.
Yeah, she's like escorting the president's daughter in RE4. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's just getting to, she's just getting to that point with me where I'm still kind of right here with you. All right, go ahead, Shaw.
All right, little news about it though. Both the Flash and Superman and Lois got renewed. So yeah, that happened. The rest of the Arrow
Let
show is still
Flash
waiting.
die. Oh my god.
I thought this was the last season of Flash.
That's what I thought too. Let it die.
It could have been like it's going to be designed so that it'll tie up all the loose ends, but they did get renewed for another season. So
see, I think because you're going into season 10, so when you go into season 10, I think you'll start to see this show start to slow down and production starting to end.
Wait,
and things of that nature.
I mean, are we still calling all these shows the Arrowverse? Because Arrow's over.
That could be Cap.
That could be.
It's still Flash's episode this week hardly even had the Flash in it. So
yeah.
Focus on that on Impulse.
Maybe their next season is not going to be with the Flash.
Not going to be with the Flash. It's going to be about his kids in the future.
Just Impulse. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, Hunter. I get what you're saying, Hunter. But it's still called the Arrowverse, even though Arrow's gone.
That's even more annoying.
It's still the Arrowverse.
Than Iris.
I forgot. Let me do this real quick, and then we're gonna get on Iris. Me and Janae talked about this earlier.
Yes, we did.
Let me play the news intro. The last part of the Flash, you saw Iris's comb disappear. Mm-hmm. So by seeing her comb disappear, there's a possibility we could see an Iris clone.
Yeah.
I don't like the one we got. We need to get rid of the one we got. What we gotta deal with this, man?
They'll fix her.
I mean, there's a couple options of what's gonna happen because that was like some time stuff. I mean, there's that whole thing with the whole Eternium in her or whatever. So, I mean, there's some options of a story they're gonna tell with her.
Man, get rid of her, man. Look, just get rid of her. Stick her in the Speed Force somewhere and let her chill out there for like the next season and a half. Bring her back the last episode and then we'll be straight. Man.
Speaking of which,
we are the Flash.
Apparently,
she said that one more time, I'm done with the show. She says that one more time, I'm done. Go ahead.
Apparently, Eddie Thong will be in a few episodes moving forward. Like, we got that confirmed. He'll be in at least a few episodes.
Okay.
Yeah, I had to look up when the Flash started. I was like, wait a minute, how far back did they go? Because I was like, Eddie's alive. What the heck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay. We're okay. I get it now. I know where we're at now.
Yeah. Also, that science chick that we see in the episode, she's either going to be
there you go.
Actually, Reverse Flash is going to be in this episode in the season a lot, apparently.
Yeah, bring Reverse Flash back.
They specifically say Reverse Flash. That Asian chick may end up being the Asian Reverse Flash or a character named Fast Track. Yeah.
Fast Track would make sense.
It would.
Yeah.
It would.
That's probably likely, probably.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So yeah, that's all we got for that episode. Next to move on to Star Trek Picard, if anyone's interested.
Go ahead.
I'm still getting caught up on Picard. I just like that he has a pity.
I just watched it today, so the second episode.
Yeah, well, a lot happened. Picard got smacked by Q, which was a big thing. That was a big smack.
I was not
sound effect.
That was a big smack. Anyway, this is an alternate timeline where stuff is different. 709 is a president somehow. She's married to some dude. There's just a whole lot of alternate reality stuff happening there with a lot of the characters. They have to go back in time, use up the Borg Queen, and a bunch of stuff happened. What do you guys think?
I like this episode. There was a lot of Easter eggs in it.
Yeah, definitely.
It was supposed to be the. It's a dark episode because you can see all of Picard's trophy heads.
Yeah. Ferengi, a Cardassian.
Wow.
Sarek.
Yeah, Sarek.
Yeah, there was. Yeah. It was a good episode. I enjoyed it more than the first episode. So, season 2 seems to be getting off to a good start. Season 1 was kind of rough for me, but most shows are like that. They have to kind of find their footing. But I thought this was a good episode.
Yeah. especially Star Trek. Like every season, every series starts with a bad or just not so good season.
Yeah,
All right, Shaw, go ahead.
it's really rough. First couple seasons, maybe.
Yeah. All right, so let's move on to some news.
Well, we're not going to talk about William's other favorite show, Naomi?
If y'all want to, go ahead.
Did I watch that for no reason?
Man, let me tell you.
Did you?
I've been told y'all
I
don't have to see it
skipped it.
anymore.
Yeah,
Remember I
man.
said 5 episodes and then you don't have to anymore?
Man, here's the thing with Naomi. I thought the used car salesman was going to out himself as her dad. That's what I thought at
That's what I thought
first.
was going to happen.
That's what I thought at first. But then, you know, he said toward the end, well, your parents believed in me and they didn't think I did anything wrong. So I promised them that I would protect you. Yeah, basically.
Right.
But yeah, it's trying to pick up a little bit. But the thing about it is, Shaw, for example, 5 episodes in, it was so boring he couldn't hang on. He couldn't hang on. Shaw couldn't do it. He couldn't do it. And I don't blame him because I was almost on that ledge too. There was a rumor talking about some cancellations coming up, and I was saying, well, shoot, you might go ahead and cancel Naomi now. I mean, Batwoman's on the run. Naomi's on the run. Arrow, Legends of Tomorrow are out there. I don't think you'll see Superman and Lois because it's doing well. Flash is already coming back, but yeah, cancel Naomi now. But apparently, you know, I hadn't heard anything yet. But this show has been so slow and so just slow paced. It's trying to get better, but
Since I know you watched it with me, because like I said, we had that same thought that like he was going to out himself as her dad.
mm-hmm.
Okay, am I the only person who's starting to feel like the one best friend? Like the way that they place her in the show is so out of whack. Like they can't quite get the timing right with her, or the like when they bring her in to like rescue her, it's this like, and it's in the writing. I can guarantee it's in the writing. You get this like super serious moment, and then like it cut away to her like interrupting Naomi's parents making pizza.
Right.
Like that makes zero sense in this like. I get the whole like, oh, I don't know where my friend is, and I'm kind of worried, so I came home to check on her. But
that whole supporting cast isn't good.
Yeah. And it's just I feel like she is so out of place. Like I feel like I hate to say it, someone needs to hit her with a bus and just let the boys be the comedic, because the comedic timing on like the boyfriend and the dude who likes her is good. The comedic timing with the best friend, trash.
Yeah.
It's a dumpster fire with her.
Trash.
Like, she is the reason that people think girls aren't funny.
I've
obviously never watched our show because I'm hilarious.
But I a lot of people tell me give it more time. Will give it more time. It's similar to Smallville. No, it's not. It's not.
Like Smallville was go from episode 1.
Yep. Wasn't a slow build we had to build up to, but I digress. All right, go ahead, Shaw.
All right, so let's get into some news. First up, we got some sad news. Charlie Enneman, the guy who created the Ennemans company, he passed away at 92. So that's unfortunate. Let's see. Okay, we got some pretty big news that may be a rumor. I'm not sure. Like, I haven't seen it this post up everywhere. I just saw it a couple places.
Haven't seen it as fact yet.
Exactly. Elizabeth Olsen's new slate of movies for the MCU have been released. She's going to get her own trilogy. She's going to be in Agatha, House of Harkness. She's going to be in I Am Groot. And she's going to be in Avengers Secret Wars Part 1 and 2.
I heard she was signed on for 7 years, so
yeah.
Jeez.
Which I thought Kevin said they weren't going to do that anymore. Yeah. So I was just
that last one has me thinking this is likely a rumor, because there's no way that they would announce Secret Wars this early. Like, we got like years of of
Waiting for that.
of untitled movies before that gets mentioned. You know,
We hadn't even gotten the casting down for the Fantastic Four yet.
exactly.
Again.
Man, and they really need to be redeemed.
Yeah, most definitely.
'Cause that last one was trash.
The last
bring back
two
Jessica
were
Alba.
trash.
Last two was trash.
Like, see, they're so bad you forgot about one.
Oh man, I love Jessica Alba, but that might have been a role you might not want to have taken past that number one, that first one.
Yeah. All right, next up, we got our first look at She-Hulk. Picture number 1, please.
I have been waiting for this for a minute.
Yeah, so there's some stuff that was released, some promotional. I think there's a thermos, I believe. What she'll look like. What you guys think? Think she looks good?
Yeah. That's merch I'd buy.
Mm-hmm.
She had
That
one.
looks comics accurate. Yeah.
She had one good comic book run. She had one good cartoon run with Hulk and the Agents of Smash. You hadn't really seen her represented right.
The Incredible Hulk cartoon back in the day, she had the focus of for like.
Yeah, I forgot about that old one. That oldie. Yeah.
Yeah.
But past that, she really had a whole lot of attention paid to her. So yeah, let's go ahead and hook that up.
All right. Next up, we got some Moon Knight rumors. Picture number 2.
Love Moon Knight.
Yeah, there's this rumor that Mark Ruffalo's Hulk will be in it. He'll make an appearance at least.
While we're on the subject of Moon Knight, do you guys see any similarities with the two characters between him and Batman?
There's some.
Yeah. I think Batman was an inspiration when they created that character. Absolutely, because he's a wealthy, playboy kind of Bruce Wayne character, and then his Batman is a pretty scary guy. So Moon Knight, I would say, is very derivative. Yeah.
Like half of the superheroes in Marvel and DC are modeled after Batman or Superman.
Yeah. DC
Hold on,
was
wait a
around
minute.
85 years ago, I guess that.
Hold on,
It's been
Janae,
around
what's
a
in
long
it?
time.
I gotta ask Janae a question. What's in that thermos?
Water.
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 Right, water.
Why?
Sponsorship with Mountain Dew.
Yeah, it's like 40.
There you go. There you go. Hey, Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew. That's sponsorship.
Let's talk.
Yeah, that's that
Let's
other
go.
thing.
Let's talk about this thing. Come on now.
Fuels my caffeine and sarcasm.
It's just
How
water
does-
in my Starbucks cup.
How does Skip Bayless say it? Diet Mountain Dew, the nectar of the gods.
Yeah.
The nectar of the gods.
Yeah. All right, next up.
They have alcoholic Mountain Dew coming out soon.
What?
Mhm.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So I can be drunk and hyper all at the same time.
The logos are pretty badass. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You gotta mix your uppers with your downers.
yeah.
Oh yeah. Most deaf. All right, Shaw, go ahead.
All right, next up, got some news about the actress Florena Pugh. She's apparently up to playing a that princess chick from in Dune Part 2. That chick that what's his face gets married to just for show. So that's happening. Next up,
Why would she take that role?
well, assuming they go past the first Doom and like Doom Messiah and stuff, she has a bigger role.
Yeah.
She saw the bag of money and took it.
Pretty much.
Exactly.
Pretty much.
All right, we got some casting. Austin Butler is in negotiations to also play a character in Dune 2. Frey Rothland or whatever, I don't know, whatever. Let's go down some
See
more.
if I can. Oh yeah, I see it. Go ahead.
Yeah. Let's see. Also, apparently, Ryan Reynolds and the director of Free Guy will apparently be directing Deadpool 3. So it's definitely coming.
This is their third movie together, or will be their third movie together, because he did the Adam Project. Good movie.
Yeah, I still gotta get around to seeing that.
Now, Debbie, as being part of MCU Mondays, do you see some of these older characters coming back in 3?
For Deadpool?
Uh-huh. What do you think it's gonna be a whole new thing? You know, you got Juggernaut in one, Colossus in one.
I would imagine they
Disney.
would probably try and bring him in, but I'm just there to watch Ryan Reynolds. So I could just, you know, take my drool bucket to the movie theater.
Touche.
She don't care about nothing but him. Oh my goodness! Honest answers here in the Geek Gauntlet. All right, go ahead, Shaw.
So, in much brighter news, I think a lot of people may have about this. It's confirmed that a 4th season of Daredevil will be hitting Disney Plus. It's officially been announced, and it will be connected to the MCU.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm waiting to hear the parents freak out about that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's gonna be the next thing.
Actually, I'm not so much worried about Daredevil, Luke Cage, Iron Fist. It's when the kids start watching Jessica Jones.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Mind you, the series was a little less tame from the comic.
Yeah. So
That was
the flip
tame.
side is, though, that
Compared to the comic, yeah. Like,
but Disney does have parental controls. So
Yeah.
parents out there, if you're watching, you might want to learn how to use the parental controls. Don't have your kids show you how to do it.
yeah.
Like,
Definitely.
you know.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And if you don't want your kids watching Jessica Jones or The Punisher,
Yeah.
you might want to put those blocks on now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
We'll do it now. Do it now. Boys season 3 is coming. That is true. Thank you, KW.
Yes.
That is true. I know, right?
I'm so excited to see Jensen Ackles.
I am never gonna get my battle though. I am never gonna see Omni-Man versus old boy.
Well, I heard something about a live action for Invincible coming, but
We
I'm not
need to
sure.
see that fight. We need to see Invincible and the boys like crossovers. We can get that fight. I want to see that fight.
I mean,
Yeah,
maybe
so
it can
that's
happen,
definitely-
but that's another one. Parents, parental controls. If you haven't seen it already,
Yeah.
if you don't want
I
to
mean,
use
Omni-Man
parental
versus
controls, your
High.
therapy bills. We tried to warn you here at Geek Gauntlet.
Well,
Hey.
the trailer they showed today was pretty gory. I was surprised. I was like, holy shit.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. Man. Go ahead, Shaw.
All right, real quick, let's talk about the trailer for Obi-Wan Kenobi. First, let's show picture number 7 through 10. Promos.
There he is.
Like a fine wine.
I swear he doesn't age.
It's the vampire blood.
Yeah.
Do it.
I'm assuming that's an Inquisitor, I'm assuming.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
Reva?
Yeah.
Reva is her name? Or Reeve?
Mm-hmm.
He's peeking.
He's looking for Cat. That's what he's doing. Cat, where are you? Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So
man.
What do you guys think of the trailer, if you've seen it?
The trailer looks amazing.
Yeah.
Looks phenomenal. Yeah, I think it's exactly what everybody was hoping it would be.
Until the
That's
show
all
actually
we can
starts,
do.
then everyone's going to complain.
Yes.
Yeah. He does not look like he's 10 years away from being Sir Alec Guinness, though, does he?
Mm-hmm.
He's, I think to your point, he hasn't aged much, so
Yep, it's on the way. It's on the way, KW.
maybe it's coming. It's coming. Okay. It's
He
only
waiting for the
6
complaints, too.
6 episodes, yeah. So.
Well, they're already complaining about the Inquisitor, so
I mean, because they could have looked better. I mean,
Yeah.
that
yeah,
head does not
I
look
don't
good.
understand it. I mean, you know, they're like, well, it's not going to look like the animated, and he was in episode 3, or not the Inquisitor, but that species was in episode 3.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we can do the makeup. Hello.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That was
So-
like in the 2000s, early 2000s too.
So yeah,
I
I
just-
don't know why they're going with that.
I just love that statement. It's not going to look like the cartoon. Like, well,
It's not a cartoon.
we have bones in our face.
Exactly.
We haven't learned how to rearrange all the bones in our face yet.
Damn,
To match that of
KW.
the cartoons. See, Chewbacca agrees.
Damn, KW.
That's true.
People just want to see Vader.
Yeah, no, forget Vader. I want to see Revan.
Oh yeah. Facts.
I want to see Hayden. I'm excited to see Hayden outside of the Vader suit. I want to see some flashbacks or something.
Raven.
We did see Joel Edgerton as Uncle Owen. He looked the part. That was pretty good.
He didn't look like he aged at all. He looked the same.
Yeah.
Revan is a badass. I wouldn't mind seeing him either.
Yep.
I was surprised by the speech during the whole thing. With basically, it was making it like, to me, it felt like they were making it seem like the Jedi are arrogant and they will appear. It's like, well, if somebody's in danger, they're not just gonna sit by and watch it.
Right.
And it's like, yeah, I know. But like, they were just making it seem like,
I agree, KW.
That bugged me. I'm sorry. Well, the whole speech bugged me.
The statement's not completely wrong about the Jedi.
Yeah.
I mean, they are arrogant. Let's face it. You know, I've always kind of questioned, you know, because I've read a lot of the books, so a lot of the lore behind it. I've always kind of wondered why, like, the movies just have like such an amazing hard-on for the Jedi when Sith are so much better. Like, they've got better tactics, they've got better battle planning. The fact that they had to learn how to make these kyber crystals work for anybody is amazing. But no, it's all about the Jedi. They're fabulous. They're amazing. Not really. Sorry.
Wow.
If you ever need somebody to be a voice of the villains, Kat is the perfect person to be the voice of the villain. She is the perfect person. If you ever want to have a Batman movie and you ever want to have someone speak for the Arkham Asylum inmates, get Kat. She would be perfect for that. She would be perfect. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, she could be the female Hugo Strange.
Yep, the female Hugo Strange. There you go. Yeah. We need to see him more often too.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. All right. Speaking of villains, actually, an actor by the name of Christopher Abbott has been cast as the main villain for the Kraven the Hunter movie. Unknown what villain he'll be playing. So that's the thing.
Cool.
Yeah, let's see. Next up, we got some casting for the Gotham Knights TV show.
Been waiting on that.
Yeah, I neglected to put the picture of them. Let's see. We don't got the character names, but actually, no, we do got the character names. One was playing Harper, the other playing Colin Rowe.
Mm-hmm.
The actors are Fallon
Smythe and Tyler DeCara.
Yeah. I'm saying there's like no vowels in that last name.
$200 for a file for 200, please.
Sometimes why, you know what I mean? Yeah. Anyway, next up, apparently there was a Gotham PD series that was gonna hit HBO Max, but that has officially been canceled.
That made me mad.
Yeah.
Now, was it going to be focusing on Gordon and his partner before he was commissioner?
That's what I was hoping.
Perhaps.
Probably
isn't that like Gotham?
Because that was Gotham, so probably after. Yeah.
Well, but Jeffrey Wright did such an amazing job in this new movie, so
yeah,
I hope they're not cutting his part down because he's really good.
Yeah. All right.
Also,
yeah,
I want to see more insight on the police force itself because I'm trying to figure out what the truly, and you can say this about a lot of these police forces or groups. Just what did Gotham PD do? Just what did they do? I mean,
that's what.
What did they do?
Gotham, it showed just like the deep-rooted levels of corruption, which is what set Gordon apart when he became commissioner. because he had to go in and clean out the entire police force.
Well, he made him better.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But he had to start though with like his own partner.
Yeah. You know, kind of like the DL and Supergirl. They help, but what did they, exactly do? You know,
Well, I mean, they didn't have to
They
do
help,
anything. They had Batman.
Star Labs, help Flash out a lot, but I'm just saying, what did Gotham PD really do?
Not much. If they did their
Nothing in
job,
business?
it'd be no need for Batman.
Exactly. You do your job, you don't need Batman.
Right. They just did their job.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Next up, we got some casting for the Blue Beetle movie. Picture number 12, please.
Man, you've been looking for this movie forever, Shaw.
Yes, sir. Yes,
You've been
sir.
looking for this movie forever, man.
Yes, sir.
Man, did I get it right?
Renault Moskowitz, Belissa Escabino, Harley, Glenn, whatever.
I don't think it is either. Hold on.
Yeah.
That's the Gotham Knights one.
It.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm like-
that's the Gotham Knights one. Yeah, that's the Gotham Knights one. Hold on one sec. Boom. Back down. You said pick 12, Shaw?
12, yeah.
All right, I'll do a screen share if I got it.
Assuming I didn't mess up the numbering.
Oh yeah, because the only thing I got is, yeah, I don't think I actually have it. Hold on. No, I don't have it.
Okay, must be my fault then. All right. Speaking of which, Gotham Knights has a release date of October 25th.
That's what's up.
Yeah. Gotham Knights.
For the video game. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Video game. Waiting for it. Looks interesting so far.
Yeah.
All right. In some bigger news, the DC release movies have apparently been shifted in the release dates. Picture number 4, please.
There you go.
Yeah. Super Pets is going from March to July. Black Adam is going from July to October. The Flash from November to June. Aquaman 2 from December to March. And Shazam 2 from June to December.
Wait, Shazam 2. Did we get another Shazam after the Shaq version?
That's Shazam.
Yeah.
Did I miss something in here?
Yeah.
Marvel's Captain Marvel.
It's with
This is Captain
what
Marvel.
is it? Zachary
Levi.
Zachary Levi.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Okay, I
Zachary
apparently
Levi.
missed it.
I've never seen it, but I
I was going
It's
to say,
a good
man,
movie.
they waited a while for that sequel. Oh,
Am I wrong?
Shazam, not Shazam.
Am I wrong for what? Am I wrong for wanting to see Super Pets?
No, I want to see that shit
I
too.
think it's
Oh.
hilarious.
I want to see. I want to see it so bad, man.
Well, now
I
that
get-
Keanu Reeves is Batman, yeah.
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 And it's like, I get you have to have Black Adam in his own movie. I get that, but can we just get the fight between Shazam and Black? Can we just go on and get that? Why you gonna hold that back? Why?
No, this is a rumor.
I want to see that on the big screen in my lifetime. Aquaman 2, Amber Heard.
Exactly.
Is a
exactly.
I mean, I mean,
that's
you know.
Cat's catchprise.
I mean,
Exactly.
I mean,
goodness.
I'm all for seeing Jason Momoa's abs. I mean, really, he doesn't even need the Aquaman suit.
Yes,
Just like,
please.
give him like a Speedo and call it a day.
Yeah.
But, on the other hand, though, I do think that Amber Heard should have lost her job.
Yes.
Because
Yeah.
yeah. Maybe that's why she kept her job. I don't know. But
Yeah, they could tease it.
Yeah.
But there's two things I want to see in my lifetime. I want to see Shazam versus Black Adam on the big screen, and I want to see Captain Marvel get depowered by Rogue. I want to see those two things in my lifetime.
Agreed.
So let's go. Let's make this happen. Let's go. And I hope it's Brie Larson that they doggone do it to. Yeah, let it be Brie. Yes, so we can be finally rid of her and be done. Eesh.
All right.
Can't stand Brie Larson. She's built like the number one. All right, go ahead.
All right. So also this is rumored, but it's rumored that Black Adam is getting some reshoots with Henry Cavill Superman returning.
Oh man.
Also some reshoots for The Flash, which is rumored to be beginning soon.
You talking about Ezra Miller Flash?
Yeah, Ezra Miller Flash.
Man, he need trash too.
Yeah.
Trash too.
All right, moving on.
How you gonna have a movie of the Flash you can't even run right? All right, go ahead.
Moving on. Picture number 3. Some really big news.
Picture number 3.
Young Justice finally returning. It's going to be coming on the 31st of this month. So we got to continue some more. We got some Aquaman stuff in there apparently. So yeah,
and plus we get the thing that I want to see the most. We get to see Sergeant Marvel. Yes,
yeah, most definitely.
Yes. Let that come through.
Because I'm noticing a lot of the DC stuff is going to HBO Max.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do we think that, kind of like how we saw with Netflix and Marvel, these shows started ending and getting canceled because HBO Max is going to pick them up off of the CW?
Yeah, we'll see. Maybe. We'll talk about that. Maybe.
Can mean better writing.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah.
Naomi can use that big time.
Yeah. All right. Next up, we got our first look at Tom Hanks as Geppetto and Pinocchio, voiced by Benjamin Evans. Coming to Disney Plus on this coming September. Picture number 6, please. Yeah. Looks decent to me. I mean, we'll see. What do you guys think?
Way better than Jonathan Taylor Thomas Pinocchio.
Facts. Facts.
Yeah, one of those songs.
I agree.
Disney, I'm going to need you to start coming up with some original content and quit recycling what you already work with.
Even though they got Aqualad on there, but I'm going to let it slide. Don't do Aqualad like that, man.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's just me, like, some of those classics as cartoons, that was what made them the classics, right?
Yeah.
I get that we have the technology, we've got CGI, we can do a lot of the stuff that you couldn't do back then, so you know, they did it with animation.
We have the technology.
But you know what? Like, come up with new stuff. Your live actions are flopping. No one likes them. Give it up. And give us a new, like, what did you learn with Encanto? We like musicals and we like animation.
Yep.
And
what did we learn with every single live action you've done? You suck at it.
Yes, KW, we know why me and Shaw have.
What I wish they would have done though with Disney with animation was they would have stuck with the regular kind of animation and left the 3D animation to Pixar.
Yeah.
I'm just whole 3D animation out kind of a thing because I'm like, is this a Pixar one? No, it's just regular Disney. Oh, what's this? So it's like,
right.
I like
they were losing money. I mean, honestly, that's why they switched. You know.
All right, next up, we got some Quantum Leap news. NBC has tapped Raymond Lee to be the lead, with the twist being that he has amnesia, so he'll be jumping into different things and not remembering things. So interesting. Also,
wait, they're bringing back Quantum Leap?
Yeah, it's going to be a sequel series, I believe. Sequel series or a reboot? I think it's a sequel series.
What channel is that going to be on?
NBC, since it says NBC has tapped.
Yeah, no, it's going to be hard to top.
Also, Ernie Hudson will be playing a character named Herbert Magic Williams, a Vietnam veteran who will be the head of the time travel project at Quantum Leap. So that's interesting too.
So it's going to get shut down after one season because the government's not going to want to fund it anymore?
Yeah.
That's their fail safe if it doesn't go well, you know.
Yeah.
Speaking of spinoffs, apparently Lauren Cohan's Maggie and Jeffrey Dean Morgan's Negan will be getting a Walking Dead spinoff called The Isle of the Dead.
Let them die already.
I don't
It
know
will
about
apparently
that.
be in New York.
Let this thing be done, man.
Yeah.
Are they still doing the movies where what's his face comes back?
I think that's still in development, I think.
Oh my gosh.
Let this thing be done, man. Dang, man.
Like Mercy kill that thing.
Yeah. Send Naomi over there. She'll take care of it. She'll take care of it.
But I was having a conversation about this the other day. So you had like Z Nation and Walking Dead that were on at about the same time.
They should have been done.
Yeah.
But like Z Nation felt like it had so much more entertainment quality over Walking Dead once they veered too far off from the comics.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
after they got past like season 2 where they were just like, oh, look at this comic. Out the window you go.
Start doing their own stuff.
Yeah. But like then you had shows like Z Nation that were like, yeah, this is kind of what it would be like. You know, you'd have a bunch of people that would get together and
That's right.
kind of figure it out, and sometimes they'd get lucky and sometimes not. Yeah, just like why couldn't we have given that show like 450 seasons? Why are we still doing The Walking Dead? Like
Right.
Yeah, definitely.
just
That make
put a
no
bullet in
sense,
its head
man.
already.
Just put the thing down, man.
Yeah. In brighter news, the nacho fries have returned to Taco Bell this week.
Are you kidding me?
I'm all about the nacho fries.
How you gonna bring
I
back
want
nacho
from their
fries?
commercials.
Hold on. How you gonna bring nacho fries, but don't bring back the Mexican pizza?
Yes, I agree with you, William.
Well,
Agree with you.
I'm just asking.
the fries are
Mexican
easy.
pizza
Very
would-
upset when they
Look.
took that away.
Look, some nights that Mexican pizza was the MVP, and it's like you need to bring that thing back, man. Y'all tripping. Right? Don't get me wrong, the fries are great, but that Mexican pizza with that Baja Blast Mountain Dew, boy, that's some good eating for you.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
the nacho fries, it's like their equivalent of like the McRib.
Right.
Yeah, definitely.
And those commercials the reason I won't eat them is because of the commercials. Because like they start this commercial and it looks like
Yeah,
it's this epic movie. And I'm
Yeah.
like, oh man, this looks really good. And then all of a sudden it's like, we've got to save the nacho fries. I'm like, what is this trash?
Yeah.
It's the anime fries.
Oh,
This isn't Food Wars.
Exactly.
No, they'd have this like serious like super spy like guy like jumping out of a helicopter like as it crashes into a building and blows up. Like
Nacho
I
fries.
was like, what is this, the next Jack Ryan movie? Like what is this?
Yeah.
Nacho
I thought it was a
fries.
commercial for nacho fries.
What's next, y'all?
All right, so we got some Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel news. Prediction number 5. A potential leak that the next event will be a normal rare thing where you can only use normals and rares, so no supers and no ultras. What do you think
So
of that?
basically, if you're just getting in the game, or if you're a free to play player, or you just hella cheap, you can join in this tournament with just normal and rare. So those are the cheapest cards in the game.
Yeah, it'll be a little hard because there's like a lot of stuff that's you need certain stuff for certain things. So
Right.
it depends.
So hey, look, spell and traps will be abound.
Yeah. All right. The last piece of news we got, they just released a new game from Valve called Desk Job,
Bro.
which is in the same universe as the Portal games.
Bro.
I saw the playthrough, and it's actually a pretty good game.
Desk
Short,
job.
short,
I
but pretty
live
good.
that life.
Desk job.
Yes. It's interesting, actually. I mean, if you check it out, it's actually interesting.
I mean, I just don't know. You're losing me with the title.
Yeah.
Desk job.
You're behind a
Right.
desk.
I live that
you're
life.
doing stuff.
I live that
yeah.
life. I have a desk job, 9 to 5.
She don't need to play that game. She don't need to play that game.
Is
She
it
live
like
she living in
that?
real life.
I get paid to play that game in the real world. RPG,
Yeah.
and there are these NPCs, and then there's like these random spawns.
When I hear
this job.
When I hear desktop, I think of that old computer game where you have to toss the piece of paper into different parts of the trash.
Oh my! Oh, what? I've never seen that game. Oh my gosh, man!
You
I'm
have
so
to like
frustrated
hit it just
now.
right, and then like hit it off stuff to put it in the trash and do like trick shots with the crumpled up paper.
Man, I've never seen that game.
Yeah. No, but there's a new game coming out. Well, it's not new. It's been in development for a long time called Stray, where you get to play as a stray cat in a dystopian world, which we all know how much I love
I
dystopia.
heard that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like, there aren't any people.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
So, yeah. So it's like robots
fighting-
and like, you know, you have to like run from like hordes of like other animals that are trying to kill you. And
Huh.
How long has that been in development? Because I've heard about that a while ago.
oh, it's been like 2.5 years, I think.
Yeah.
It's almost going the way of We Happy Few, of where it was like in development forever, and then we're finally like, what? The game's actually out? What?
Yeah.
All right, guys, let's go ahead and get to some of our topics. But first, let me do this real quick. Man. All right, here we go. All right, Shaw, let's go ahead and go over some.
48 special.
All right, so
Let's go ahead and take some of these topics now. I don't know if we'll get to all of them, but let's go ahead and take at least a couple.
all right, so first up, a question that occurred to me a while ago. With the way that the Flora Flesh gang have been done in The Flash and on Batman Beyond, what if they did those characters for a movie? Whether it's centering on them or them as the bad guys. What do you guys think?
I think that could work. There was an animated
Right.
movie called Doom with Justice League, and they did a great job with the Royal Flush Gang. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Well,
I
it's probably
think
Seems
there's
like
like
Ace and 10 always seem to be different in each iteration, but it's a good group. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I still get that movie around here somewhere. I still get that movie.
Yeah, it's definitely.
Good one.
I think it might work.
Yeah.
All right, what's the second topic?
Next up, picture number 14, with your life on the line. Yes, so with your life on the line, which one of these would you choose to gain the powers of, unlimited control, for a course of 3 months? Which one do you choose?
Is the one in the top corner Jean Grey as Phoenix?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I don't think it's Phoenix. I think it's just Jean Grey for full power.
Same.
I'll take that because I'll actually put her powers to good use.
Mm-hmm.
She wastes her power.
She's too busy flirting with boys.
Yeah.
Between Scott Summers and Wolverine, she don't know what to do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna marry one and keep the other as my Sancho. I mean, that's a simple solution.
Drink slave.
I'm not sure who bottom left is.
Yeah, KW says Scarlet Witch.
No, that's
Okay.
bottom
I
right.
got the Drew KW.
Oh, bottom left. Okay.
Yeah. I might have to take Scarlet Witch too.
Yeah.
I ain't trusting Broly. That looked to be Broly. I ain't trusting Broly. Nope. Hulk either. Yeah, Scarlet Witch.
Yeah. All right, let's move on to picture number 15. Choose which two to wield.
Which two weapons?
Yeah, which two?
I mean, a lantern ring and a lightsaber. I mean, makes it easy
That's what I was
True.
thinking.
Very true.
because you can summon a shield out of the lantern ring
Yeah.
True.
Right.
or anything else you need to. You know,
Yeah.
missile launcher, anti-tank weapons.
Yeah.
You know.
I'll go
I
with
know
B.
that time
That's
stone.
only time
That
stone.
time stone. Yeah, the time stone
Yeah.
looks good.
Yeah. Tom Stone.
I can't be trusted with that kind of responsibility.
Real responsibility. Take over the damn world.
You know what?
I make Thanos look like a child.
Yeah.
I want to know
Omnitrix, and the Phoenix Force. That's a good. That's a good one.
I want to know which One for All it is. Is it All Might's One for All, or is it Deku's One for All? Because Deku has a ton of
fact. That's true too.
Powers under his, well, soon to be under his belt. So if it's just All Might, it's like, there's, you only get the strength and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I would choose that.
Give me the Time Stone and the Phoenix Force. Give me the Time Stone and the Phoenix Force. I'm assuming that's what that is.
Nobody watching the Green Ranger? Triforce of Courage? Whichever Triforce that is?
Time Stone and the Phoenix Force. Time Stone, you can go back and do whatever, then the Phoenix Force will protect you.
Sure. But then again, the Phoenix Force can also take control of you.
That's true.
Yeah.
But that'd be on you though. That'd be on you to try to manage. Yeah. Like White Queen did.
True. All right, next up, picture number 16. Depending on your month, which do you live? One has to protect you against Vader for 3 minutes. Do you win?
For 3 minutes?
Yes, for 3 minutes.
I'm done. I'm July. I'm done.
Hold on, I gotta see what the bottom is and see what mine is because
I have Luke, so I'm pretty good. I think.
I don't know who June is.
June.
That's Wolf.
That's Rex, I think.
Yeah,
I think that's Rex, I think.
Okay.
I got August, I got Mando.
Yeah.
I'm done.
I think he pulled it off 15 minutes.
So I might.
I got July. I'm done.
I mean, they could hold them off for a couple minutes.
How come I can't get February with my girl up in there? Love her.
Yeah.
57 years old, still looking like that. Oh, okay. How about, I'm done. But they might be able to hold their own for a few minutes against Vader. They might.
Yeah.
I might be okay. For a few minutes.
Daddy, but then you've got granddaddy issues.
That's what I was gonna say. It's like Kylo's gonna be like, Grandpa.
He didn't kill his own father. So I mean, he might just kill him to take the power.
Yeah.
Because the way of the Sith, there can the rule of two. There can be only one. They're kind of like Highlander.
I was gonna say it's like Highlander.
Yeah. All right. Next up. Picture number 17, the most stunning for MCU chick. Yeah.
That's a tough call. There are a lot of really good women in the MCU.
Yeah. I'm between Peggy and Pepper and Black Widow.
Black Widow and Wanda.
I said, wait, no. Scratch all that. Nebula.
Black Widow and Wanda. That's what I love Scarlet, but I love Elizabeth too.
Karen Gillan all day.
Maria Hill wouldn't be a bad pick, but no, I'm going with my girl. I'm going with Scarlett Johansson. I'm going with Black Widow. KW said none. He said none. He don't like none of them. None of them. But I'm going with Black Widow, and then Wanda is right behind her. Kind of like 1A, 1B.
True. All right, next up, pick an ice cream. Picture number 18.
Pick an ice cream?
Yes, pick an ice cream. Which one would you go get?
I'm gonna pick the Batman popsicle.
He's going. He's saying, boy. Oh my goodness.
I'd probably just go with the ice cream sandwich because I don't see any mint chocolate chip. That's my ice cream. So
there you go.
Yeah, I'd probably go with that Oreo ice cream sandwich.
Yeah.
Because that's my number 2, cookies and cream.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go with Sonic.
Yeah, them gumdrop eyes.
Yep.
Can't pick.
Yeah.
That's hard. That's tough. That's tough. He said 5, 6, toward 10 or 20.
All All right, next up, strongest Superman ripoff, picture number 19.
Oh wow.
And that's not even all of them, too.
That ain't all of them, but those are the most popular.
Homelander.
This is tough.
I mean, Sentry, Gladiator, Hyperion, Icon.
I'll go with Blue. I'm going with Blue Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
Blue Marvel, then Icon. Icon held his own against Superman, but he didn't beat him. Yeah. Same thing with Shazam. Shazam held his own, but didn't beat him. So yeah, I'm going with Blue Marvel.
Yeah.
I think Homelander gets owned. I think Omni-Man gets owned. If you can get Gladiator to lose confidence in himself, he can lose.
Mm-hmm.
Hyperion would be interesting though. Hyperion would be interesting. Never been a fan of Ultraman. Apollo. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Blue Marvel.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go Sentry.
Yeah, the Blue Marvel or Sentry. I think everybody else gets taken care of.
Yes, sir. All right,
Well,
last up.
Shazam's number one because he was the original Superman ripoff, right? I don't know. Is that
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, he was.
back in the day?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Way back in the day, yeah.
They even bought him out, right?
Yeah. That's why DC has him.
Bought him out of
Yep.
Boston Comics or whatever, and bought him and took him in. Yeah.
Yep, kind of like
just about to get that.
Kind of like Icon got bought out by from Madhouse by DC. So yeah.
Yeah.
But I'll say Hyperion after that because I think Squadron Supreme is just an entire rework of Justice League from Marvel. So Hyperion has to be that Superman. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's an interesting one to me. It's Hyperion. That's an interesting one to me. All right, go ahead, Shaw.
All right, last up, we got the Villain Hall of Fame, picture number 20. Yeah.
This just needs to be Cat's topic right here. I mean, don't even ask us. And let Cat
I mean, so many great villains. I mean, Terminator, you could melt him down. Khan's been defeated a dozen times.
I got Magneto.
Magneto has that rage. Mm-hmm. He has rage and he has knowledge, which makes him dangerous.
Yep.
And he's very intelligent too.
Yeah.
I got Magneto.
This is so. And I can never remember that character's name from. Now I'm blanking on the movie. Three Seashells.
I believe it's Simon. I believe.
Yeah, Simon.
Yeah, Simon. Yeah. Demolition Man. Yep.
Simon was devious, but I don't necessarily think he was
evil.
He wasn't that kind of evil dangerous. I gotta go Magneto.
Yeah, that's why I go to Magneto.
Because he's held on to that rage from his childhood, and he has so much trauma behind him that it makes him dangerous and, well, kind of evil. Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Not too much. Just a little bit. Yeah, I gotta go with Magneto too.
Like diet evil, not 100% evil enough.
This 1 calorie. Man, but I got Shaw. Anybody else want to? I'll put it back up again real quick. Anybody else want to go on that one?
I'd have to go with Khan because that's my favorite Star Trek movie. So
there you go. There you go.
I guess I go with Magneto.
And I will say, I thought Demolition Man was the best movie Sandra Bullock was in.
True.
Every restaurant is Taco Bell after the fast food wars.
Yes, Taco Bell wins out. Yes.
The warfare is what that is.
Yes. The Mexican pizza and the Baja Blast went out, baby.
The Mexican pizza, that's what did it.
Yes, sir. That's what they did. Exactly.
But I'll say Magneto. I'll say Magneto as well. That's someone we've seen for the longest time. I think he wins over that one there.
Oh, yeah. I think he does, too.
Just having him around for so many years, yeah.
I think he does, too. All right. Before we get out of here for tonight, anything else? Anybody have anything they want to get out there? Anything they're doing? Any events or whatnot that you guys are doing? Anything social media handles? Anything like that before we go?
Well, of course, we need to make sure you guys are sharing this out because, you know, we still have not quite reached that 1,000 live viewers to get William into a bikini. So keep an eye out on the Geek News Now TikTok coming up this week. We're going to post a poll up so we can start voting on colors of what color bikini William should be wearing.
Oh, my goodness. It's been a slow night tonight, but we'll get there.
KW, no, this is not ending. Okay? This is not ending. You know, once we hit 1,000 viewers live, William will be in a bikini. This is going to happen.
We've been slow.
I
slow
still think the Sailor Jupiter one from Hot Topic, but
slow night tonight, but hopefully we might be able to hit that next week. Deb, you want to get over on MCU Mondays?
Yeah, I don't even know what we're talking about this week.
Marvel stuff.
get on it.
I don't think I know. It'll be Marvel, whatever. And then Thursday night, I'm going to be hosting the Star Wars show. Dave's going to be off, so I'll be hosting that. We're going to do a deep dive on the character of Anakin Skywalker. So,
and that's the Cantina Happy Hour, right?
Yes.
There you go. So definitely check those shows out on the Geek News Now YouTube page. Definitely check both those shows out. You'll be glad you did. Ken, anything you want to get out there before we roll out for tonight? Blah, blah, blah.
No, I just the other big thing that I guess since I've been on the show was the Star Wars Hotel, and if anyone's ever bored, those videos on YouTube are hilarious to watch. To just see this. I don't know. It's like some sort of a cross between dinner theater and Broadway, local Broadway theater. It's kind of entertaining just to see, and then you don't have to pay the $6,000. So.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
it's an interesting concept.
Awesome.
Just the idea of this LARPing at a hotel in Florida. It's kind of wild.
Awesome.
like gas in your car or Star Wars Hotel.
Yeah, that's kind of what you have to think. But yeah, you can watch
Pick
these
and pour.
videos all
Pick
day
what
on
you need.
YouTube, and you don't have to pay anything.
Uh-oh. Pick what you need.
I recommend that if you get bored.
All right. Ken, Debbie, thank you so much for coming on. We appreciate you guys coming on tonight. Definitely look out for these guys. Ken, we'll probably have you back here soon. Debbie, same for you. I definitely want you back as well. For myself, Ken, Debbie, Shaw, Janae, and Kat, we'll see you guys again next week right here on the Geek Gauntlet podcast. You guys have a good, safe week and take care.